Guys, welcome to Clockwork, down to Noodles for another breakdown of Spy X Family Season 2, Part 2, Episode 3. Just such a mouthful with these shows because there's so many different parts going on. But I hope you guys are well. It's getting cold. It's gross outside. I just want to stay in and do nothing, but I'm working so much. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for your continued support. It really does mean a lot. It's been a very slow season. It makes a snail look fast. I am thankful for the people who are still out there, and it really does mean a lot. Please consider subscribing if you have found me for the first time. We break down anime on this show, and I've also got two new things coming your way. Number one, we've got the new show coming out tomorrow, which is Apothecary Diaries. Very excited for that one. I think it's going to be really good. It's an extended episode, very long episode coming out tomorrow because it's 3 episodes in one. That's going to be a hell of a breakdown. And on Monday, something very special is coming out. Something I've been working on for a little while. I'm nervous to see how it goes, so do make sure if you are subscribed, you hit that bell button just so you get the notification. Monday is big. I'm excited. I've been working on it for a while. I want to see what you guys think. You guys might actually hate it. I've got to try new things to see if I can get the channel to be more interesting for you guys. Question of today is going to be a difficult one because I don't know how different it's going to be in each country, but in the UK we have 3 main flavors of Doritos: the cheesy flavor, the spicy flavor, and cool original. My question to you guys, if you are in the UK, I think America also has similar flavors. What is your favorite flavor of Dorito? Cool Ranch for you Americans. It's cool original over here, but it's technically the ranch flavor. I love it. When I went to the States, the first thing I had to do was try ranch. Really like it. I wish we had more ranch flavour things over here. I do like my chili heatwave. I do think the spicy ones are very, very nice. Obviously, there are more unique flavours out there that I'm aware of. I've even tried some of the more unique flavours. I'm talking about the main 3. So in the US, there's got to be 3 main 3 that you can probably get. It's probably still cheese, a spicy one, and probably the ranch. Let me know down below if you've got a very special flavour of Doritos that you really like eating. And let's jump straight to it because oddly enough, I'm going to be the weirdo and say that I really enjoyed the Yuri plot. And I can see why people probably don't like it because there's no Anya, there's no fun colours. I really liked the way that this chunk was set out. I like the pacing. I love the fact as well that there's no main characters involved bar Yuri, and it's serious. There's a lot of desaturation in the colour scheme. At one point I thought they were using a sepia tone, but then other points it's quite cold, so I don't quite think they are. It feels aged. It feels really, really serious. It's nice also to see Yuri in action because he's scary. As much as we think he is the obsession, the simp for his sister, he loves his sister, blah blah blah, he's still a very scary person who has that switch, who can go hot and cold very, very quickly. And seeing him working in the secret services, it's scary. But I also really like this bit because we were able to get a bit of a low-key feel how people feel, what the public opinion might be. Yuri is given the task to monitor this person who they think is spreading propaganda. He's basically spreading stuff to the West, saying that Ostania is bad and everything. He is called in to make sure that this guy isn't actually spreading unfavourable views of Ostania. I love the way that it's actually set out because he gets to monitor the guy. We get to see this guy's daily life, and the way that he even says, see the appendices below for more details. It makes you think that he's really writing a report, and you can imagine there being an appendice below going, the guy on the left was wearing this, oh, he also ate this, all those extra little details that may not be too important, but he's included all of them because anything could be important in making his case. We get to see how meticulous he really is when it comes to staging his work, and the fact that he doesn't take any sleep, and the guy's even like, can you please take some sleep because you must be tired. The your bit, I can't remember what the word starts as, but it gets down to your, and it keeps jumping every time he hears the word your, and it's no, I'm not tired, I'm always like this, trust me. And it's like, yeah, no, trust us, dude. This guy's just obsessed. That's okay. That's a natural reaction for him. I really thought this section was cool. I loved the fact that we were able to hear people talking and preaching in the streets and just seeing how people really feel at this point. It was nice. And then the twist in the middle where the guy actually sets up the fake image. You can never really trust one source of a story, and I like that because he's doing a fake report. He's set this up to make it look like these guys are starving. Ostania is bad. These kids can't even feed themselves. They're having to rummage around in the trash. Obviously, we know that's not the case. We get to see him set it up. And the next bit I really wasn't expecting was that rug pull with his dad. He starts angry and quite defensive with his father, but then it slows down a bit and you can see that he does care, and you can see that he blames his environment / the government for the fact that he couldn't afford to protect his mother, and his mother has passed away. So he's an angry man who blames his scenarios, blames the situation. He's probably feeling guilty that he couldn't do anything because he wasn't rich enough. He lost somebody he truly loved, and it's made him into a bitter person who can see nothing more than just to take this path in life. His father also said that he got fired from his previous job because of his sense of justice. I thought it was a really nice little twist. This bit does catch Yuri off guard. I actually really like that scene where you see his fingers twitching a bit, because you see that he writes, is it possible he's doing it with his family in mind? He's actually perhaps doing what I'm doing, because we know with Yuri, he's doing everything he can to protect his sister. He loves his sister, and as we even see at the end of the scene, I wouldn't do anything to make my family sad. I loved this moment. I love that reaction. I thought it was a really nice touch, just him doubting himself. But then we see him doubting himself and screwing up the paper anyway, because he's like, no, he's just a criminal. I don't want to think like this, because I'm starting to humanize him a bit. I also like the moment where the guy's hesitating to actually send the letter, and you can see him just hesitate. He's looking at it, and then eventually he passes it down. But it's that moment where you see Yuri say, that's it, you can't walk away from this now. I also thought the end as well, when he arrests the guy, but Yuri actually says, I'm going to make sure that your dad still gets some money, because he's a man about family. He probably understands that it's not his dad's fault. He can probably understand what it means to protect somebody. This guy's just done it in a very bad way. I love the fact that Yuri provides a bit of comfort right at the end. Honestly, I really like this story. I know a lot of people out there who probably won't agree because Anya's not in it and it's not colourful and bubbly, but honestly, this was nice. I really like it when Spy X actually goes very serious for a little bit. This was my stronger section of the anime for me, because the last half's nice, but it's also just add-on. The last half with the family also felt a little bit fillery, which is weird in a story which is all about those guys. As soon as he goes to visit Yor, you can see the colour is back. It's all colourful. He's happy again. I also really like the moment where Anya kind of sensed that he feels sad, goes to comfort the guy, and he literally just outright insults her to her face. I love that. Fantastic moment with Yuri. Honestly, the guy is scary, but he's really interesting to follow. Let's quickly talk about the next section of Bondman, the episode. We finally get to see what the fuss is about, because Anya loves this guy to pieces. The quality drop is blurry. It looks like he really does kind of up close and personal to the screen, which is a very nice touch. Is it a possibility Anya's sitting too close to the TV screen? Like your parents always said, don't get too close or you're going to get square eyes. It's a myth over here in the UK. If you sit too close, you'll get square eyes. It's what our parents tell us, not to sit right up close to the TV screen. It felt blurry. It felt like I was sitting really close to the TV screen. It was weird because I was expecting more, but this is the original harem anime. This is it, guys. This is the original harem anime. There's probably a hentai of this somewhere. This anime was just not what I was expecting. He literally sits there to confront somebody who's about to kill him or shoot him or something, flutters his eyelids and they all win their heart, and there's all these women just standing there as he confronts the next woman. What the hell am I watching? These guys are just standing there like they forgot to edit them out or something. 10 out of 10. That last episode chunk, the bit where they literally just had a go at him for cheating on them and blew him up, 10 out of 10. Best show. Hands down, amazing. I would recommend this show to my child. I love the moment as well that Lloyd actually judges him and he's like, oh wait, I didn't see anything gentlemanlike whatsoever in this show. Me too. He's just a scumbag, Lloyd. I am on your side. Really, really enjoyed that little reaction from Lloyd at the end. I also love Lloyd's inner thoughts when it comes to the child's toy. Just perfect. Everything, he just goes so deep and it goes into the state or some like kind of contraption to steal your emotions. I love how deep he gets over a child's toy. Like I said, it felt like filler. I love the gag where Lloyd can't understand children. Also, he couldn't understand women last week. I think that's the point. Like, he just doesn't understand anybody. So with Yor, couldn't understand her. Thought she was happy, but she was just unhappy regardless. Now, this moment we have when Anya appears to show no emotion. She just sits on the bear's back and we watch her ride without even a word, even a peep. She absolutely loves it. She says she has to ride it again. But then the moment where she looks like she's happy, excited, splashing around in the pool, and then suddenly she hates it. Lloyd just doesn't understand because it's just so contradictory. I love that because it feels like that's what parenthood would probably be all about if I ever entered into parenthood. It just feels like I just never understand anything. I get that with my cat sometimes. Sometimes my cat will be having fun and then suddenly she'll just turn around and be angry, or she'll just be like running out the room going, nope, I'm done with this, I'm gone, bye. that was my thoughts on today's episode. I liked the first chunk more than the second chunk. Really enjoyed it. I don't know when the main plot's going to be kicking back off again. It does feel like we've taken a bit of a staggering chunk episodes, which they contribute to the plot, but they also don't forward the plot very much. But I am enjoying it. I did enjoy that first half a lot. So thank you guys so much. Let me know your thoughts down below and what your favourite flavour of Doritos is. And I will see you guys again soon. Please, please, please tune in on Monday because I've got something to show you and I'm very excited to see what your reactions are going to be. I will see you then. Bye-bye, guys.